So now I'm going to walk you through how to import point data that is stored in a text file. In this case, a .csv file specifically, or a comma separated value. So we can drag this over to the table of contents, and you see that the shelters file just opens up as a standalone table. If you right click on it and you open it, you'll notice that it has 4 different attributes. We've got names of the shelter locations, the capacities, and then the latitude and longitude. So this is spatial information. It's just a text file. It has no other projection or anything associated with it. It's just latitude and longitude, but we can import this data. So if we right click on the shelters and we go to display XY data, a dialog will pop up with the input table, the output feature class name, along with the X field and the Y field. Now, since these are labeled explicitly as longitude and latitude, ARC knows to set them as such. Also, I think if you have values that are set as X and Y, it will do it as well. But if not, you can just specify yourself what the values are. You don't need to worry about the Z field. And then for coordinate system, even though we are working in a projected coordinate system, because this is just latitude and longitude, you have to bring it in as WGS 1984. So it's usually a safe bet that if you're working with latitude and longitude, that somebody's like pulled off Google Earth or something, that this is the coordinate system you want to use. So you click OK. And then you will see the points pop up on the map, and you can see that they are locations on roads in Port Alberni, proposed locations of shelters. Now you'll notice nothing's popped up in this risk assessments input. It's not saved in the geodatabase anywhere or anything like that, right? This is just an intermediary step. We need to do one more thing. So if you right click and you go to data and then click export features, you can now save it. And you can save it in the Module5 geodatabase, and you can just call it shelters. And it will handle moving everything over for you. You click OK. Or sorry, don't save it in the geodatabase. We want to get it in the same coordinate system as everything else. So we can go to the featured data set, PA risk assessment inputs, right? So we save it in here. Click OK. Name it shelters, and that will ensure that it's in the same projection as everything else, right? Because a featured data set, one of the advantages of it is it will maintain projections for all of them. So then you click OK. You see it pop up. If you refresh this, you should see the shelters in here, so you can remove the old layer now. You can get rid of the table as well. And so now if you see this, you open the attribute table, you see all the attribute data, but it's also assigned this object ID, and now you can click on things in the table and they show up selected here. So it's pretty quick and easy to import text data that's just representing points. There's just 2 steps. You have to import the XY and then save it again as a separate